But let's transition to draft night. Let's talk about let's do at least our 10 picks on each side individually. You know, before we used to do like you're Raw, I'm SmackDown, boom, boom. But let's just think about the top 10. Each brand side to side are going to be picking, and you know, compare our notes real quick. Okay, so do you have your Do you have idea of your top 10 of who's going to Raw and SmackDown?
We all know number one's going to be Roman. I don't think that's going to be defaulted probably number one.
Okay, and that means he goes to Raw usually get the first pick. That's the thing. Raw usually get 3 picks to SmackDown 2 because Raw is 3-hour show and SmackDown is 2. So, is Roman really going to Raw?
He's been on SmackDown for a while. I think he's part-time, so I don't think... I think he'll be number one, but I think he might end up in SmackDown. Because I think he has a part-time schedule.
I believe Cody is 1.
Okay.
Cody is 1 for Raw. Second pick will be Bianca. No, actually, third pick is going to be Bianca. Second pick, you have to go big. So I'm either going to reach for Seth or a Becky Lynch.
Okay.
Those are my first 3 pick for Raw. For SmackDown, of course, is Roman. I'm not sure if they're going to follow up with the Usos or they're going to try to get Rhea or the Judgment Day as a group to SmackDown. So those are so far my 3 and 2.
Because I know the Alpha Academy they're going to split them up. I have a feeling that they're going to split them up. But I think I will keep the LW opposite as Judgment Day. So at least they could do something.
At Raw? So
LW on Raw.
As a group?
Yeah.
In Raw?
Yeah.
I could see that being the top 10 pick. Okay. Bianca, I feel like Rhea... Well, if Rhea goes to SmackDown, well, she's already women's SmackDown champion, then it makes sense that Judgment Day stays in SmackDown. And then Bianca, currently right now, she's still the women's champion. She does have a match with Io, and that could change. Actually, no, because by the time draft nights are done, is Backlash. So that's a whole different story. So, I think Bianca is going to stay at Raw. And also, the Street Profit. Street Profit getting split up. Montez is in Raw.
Okay.
Dawkins is in SmackDown.
Yeah.
Seth, I think he's going to be SmackDown. Personally, I think he's SmackDown. Because somebody has to stir the pot with Roman.
Yeah. He should be the opposite. He should be wherever Roman goes, he should go.
Yeah.
SmackDown. The only thing would be for Cody.
Cody, I will have a Drew. I will have Sheamus. I will have I'll keep Bobby. Like I said, Montez Ford. Montez Ford will be a good work for Cody. I would definitely...
Do you split the titles for the tag team, or you just give one tag team title for both brands?
I would like one title for tag teams. So Sami and Kevin could just continue stay together and work both sides. Who else? Drew, SmackDown, Bobby. Drew Raw, Bobby Raw. Montez Raw, Bianca Raw. Who else I said? My first pick, Cody. I think Cody is gonna be the face of Raw. I'm gonna say Austin Theory. Austin Theory may be the representation for, or the working horse for SmackDown. And I bring Gunther with the IC championship to Raw.
Yeah. So swap the IC for
Yeah. I want to change the mid card just a little bit, you know. The women's tag team champions, I would like to keep them in SmackDown. Personally, I think Raquel will be a good opponent.
I think for me,
Rhea.
Judgment Day kind of revisiting that. I think Judgment will be together, but without Finn. I think Finn. I'm saying I need him by himself, but like if you try to make him like a main event or somebody, especially he's trying to work with Cody, keep him with Cody. Kind of like Cody's like heel or program with that, and you could have like same thing. They were gonna have a Backlash tag team. You could have Dominic and Damian together, sort of a tag team as a group, and Rhea together. So they still could like be like as a group. Well,
I would agree with that idea if Cranium Cross joins Judgment Day. That's the only way I personally would see a bigger vision of the group developing if Finn is out.
Because they could be similar to like the Bullet Club, like not take out the leader, but sort of like he could take over and
Finn
become
is not the leader. It's Rhea.
No, true, but you know what I'm saying, like how Bullet Club, like let's say AJ's, then somebody wants to be that main guy, they have to feud and kind of kick him out, and you'll be the next guy.
It's very political, but Cranium Cross for me, him joining the group, him being the advocate of the group, and then him being betrayed by the group makes more sense to me because you already been using him as a jobber in a sense, and it would be cool for him to fully develop as like a star leadership role, but just to be backstabbed later in the future. And then with Scarlett, of course, that's another eye candy alongside with Rhea. Yeah. So if let's say Survivor Series, hypothetically is Judgment Day versus LWO or Bloodline, whatever. Well, actually, yeah, Bloodline, most likely they're going to be together. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? At least you got a good group building up on respectful side, you know? I see Brock is still Raw. Yeah. I don't see him in SmackDown. Charlotte, I think she's going to stay in SmackDown. I don't think they could afford her. Unless if she decides to retire.
Yeah, so you have Bianca and Raw. Becky Raw.
Becky might be wherever Seth go, Becky go.
Okay.
So I did said Becky might be the number 2 pick, but
how about Asuka? They keep it on Raw or switching to SmackDown?
I need her to. Her and Bianca already kind of dance already. Yeah. So most likely I want her in SmackDown.
Okay. Who's another?
Selena will try to go for the Raw Championship. Yeah. Alexa Bliss will go for the Raw Championship. I will try to have Chelsea Green go for the Raw Championship. Okay. Try to give Bianca different flavor. Because I think Raquel, Liv Morgan, Aaliyah, Charlotte, I think those 4 women could definitely work with Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown belt. Bianca needs like a younger but a little bit hungrier opponent.
Yeah, like give her like Shotzi or like
Shotzi.
Well, Aaliyah, the same thing.
No, Aaliyah is in SmackDown, but But Aaliyah was partner.
Dakota Kai too. She could be like in the Raw.
Control, so Damage Control might be split. So that's a group that Bayley either is out of the company or she goes to either SmackDown Raw. I don't know which one will be more fitting for her. Yeah. Ding Dong is definitely a good segment that I would like to see more on Raw. And then you put Dakota and Io in SmackDown. That's something.
So if you have that, let's say Ding Dong Hello, whatever, for Raw, you should have The Miz and SmackDown.
I have no problem with that. Because SmackDown is supposed to be the A show for WWE with the contract that they have with Fox. So I would definitely bring The Miz, the beautiful Maurice alongside with him. I will also bring.
I think there might be some call ups. I know Pretty Deadly will be moving over.
Who?
Pretty Deadly. They're moving over.
I would like them in SmackDown.
Well, I think they're changing the name.
I don't care if they're like Blonde Deadly. I just want them in SmackDown.
So they might be moving over because they lost a match in Spring Break-In against the Dawn of NXT and Stacks.
That's fine.
So they're gonna get moved over.
Roxanne, I could see her in Raw. I'd rather see her in Raw than SmackDown. because at least in Raw she'll have more time to try to build a reputation. SmackDown, I don't know how well she's gonna be able to get in front of like Raquel and Liv Morgan like that. I mean, Roxanne working with Alexa Bliss, with the Bianca, with Asuka's I picked on SmackDown. Chelsea Green, her trying to build a feud with Chelsea Green would be, I think, good for her.
One person that I would like to go, whatever Gunther, if you're switching, there's a Gunther to Raw. Pete Dunne hopefully gets his name. If he does, he gets his name back.
He did.
But I would also like to see Ilya Dragunov. And
a rematch.
Or something with at least somebody to, like, because he got one over Gunther. So at least you have somebody fresh and new.
I like that a lot.
That you haven't seen on the main roster. And
I like that a lot. I really do.
Like, that's somebody that I would like to see. I don't think Bron Breakker, not yet. Grayson Waller, not yet. Carmelo Hayes, not yet.
Okay.
But I think we might see a couple of people from NXT making an appearance. Or
I mean, the most I could see Don. What's his name again? The one that was attacking Wesley for so long.
Devlin, the one that
Dokajiv.
Oh, Dikojovic. Yeah, no, Dijak.
Yeah,
the Terminator dude.
Well, he was. I want to see him if he get called back up.
Okay.
And see if he goes.
Was it T-Bar?
Mid
card? Used to
be T-Bar.
Okay.
He used to be T-Bar, and Homeboy used to be Mace before he started doing the MMA. The modeling group. The modeling group. I do see them in Raw, still working Raw with Otis, because that's the only program that's going to give more flexibility for like bits and jokes. I would love to see Reggie in SmackDown to entertain.
He's busy in NXT. They doing a arc, like Batman Arkham Knight type of thing with. It's interesting, but it's him and Axiom. They have like a mask, superhero look. So they have a few to settle in NXT. So maybe after they're done, maybe they'll get called up or get an opportunity back again.
And before I continue on, we gotta say R.I.P. to Jerry Springer. Yeah. He's a Hall of Famer, I believe, in WWE too. Rest in peace, rest his soul. He passed away today.
79, I think.
79 years old. My God.
Crazy.
What a world we live in, man. But R.I.P. to Mr. Jerry Springer. Thank you for nostalgic moments. All right, let's go back to the draft pick. I think those are really the big names. Viking Raiders. I could still see them working in SmackDown versus Raw. We're going to split up the Street Profit, the Usos. I think wherever Roman go, it's best to have the Uso. Yeah. There's a great chance that you could have Solo at Raw by himself. There's a possibility we could see that, like the same way how they did with the New Day. Mm-hmm. The one person that would make sense to me will be Solo to be try to
the IC one would be nice. Him and going for the IC.
I mean, him becoming Umaga version 2.0. Yeah, that would be great for me. Yeah. And supposedly their brother or Roman's brother Jacob might consider of coming to WWE if it's in God's hand, but I think it's really if the money is right.
Yeah. Jacob Fatu, right? That's what you were talking about.
Jacob Fatu.
I think he's the one in. I think might be in.
He is
MLW.
Yes. Yeah.
He's him and yeah. He's a beast.
And then Rikishi said he has another son.
Yeah, he's still training.
He has another son in the works. So if he does well, I could see him skipping NXT like Solo
because him and
directly to the Bloodlines storyline. Yeah. And also shout out to Nia Jax.
Yeah, she's
40 pounds, showing some abs. Like, you go, girl. Keep it going. Keep it pushing. Like I didn't mind her being big, but if she wants to get slimmer down, ain't nothing wrong with that, girl.
If she does that,
look great regardless.
And if she does that, she could be like not more agile, but we could have a different side of her if she decides to come back in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, like as a model, she's great how she is. her progress is just, giving her longevity in her life. You know what I'm saying? But if she does go in the ring, I think she's going to be a little bit more agile and more flexible against like Rhea and Raquel. Yeah. Like those two, like those are the only two names I could think of, because like her other cousin or aunt, whatever she is, Tamina, she's just too old.
Yeah, she got her chance. She was tag team champion.
Yeah, they were tag team champion for a bit, but thank God for that. Any other pickups or anything that we?
No, I think we covered a little bit of everything. I feel like we're still gonna get the Hall of Famers still roaming around. I think those might be a free agent. Like Edge might be a free agent, maybe Lita, Trish Stratus, but I think Trish Stratus might be probably done by the summer situation. So I think those like veterans might be around, but I think we might get some call from NXT. I don't think nobody's gonna go.
Roxanne definitely.
I think not yet, because I think I don't know if the injury was real or not, but when they had the match, her ankle was messed up. So she came back and finished the match, which was great. But I don't know if they might have like Roxanne. She retained. But I don't know if she might have to give it up, for injury, or Roxanne might take it. But yeah,
nah, I think Roxanne Perez is coming up. Coda Jade might be right behind her too. I don't see reason for her to continue in NXT besides her boyfriend, who is Braun Breaker. Yeah. But
Braun's not yet.
All right. So, that's a quick glimpse of what may occur in the next 2 days. Hopefully, we're pretty spot on. But if we're not, then, hey, let us know in the comment below.